Hello, everybody. Benny and I are back with another reading today for you. I hope you all are doing well. And as always, you don't need to force this to resonate. If you're here, you are here for a reason. I just had a card fly out, so we're going to see what that is. And let's see what messages come forward for you today. So we pulled the King. So we have right off the bat this authority coming in, things pertaining to the law and justice. So, this masculine energy coming in. And what do we need to know about this energy? Let's pull one more oracle card for this. What do we need to know about this energy? What is coming forward with this energy today? Wow, okay. Interesting. Take the lead coming forward. So, very rarely have masculine energies that come forward in the readings. This is really interesting. So, we're going to see what the energy says about this, but it definitely has to do with taking control of something in your life, some sort of situation, something that you've been going through, something that you feel like you need to take control of, people that might be walking all over you. Who knows? It has to do with something in that nature. And I just had this card fly out as well, so we'll just add it to the pile. It's number 7, celebrate growth and breakthroughs. So I feel like a lot of you have been really growing in your spirituality as people, in your maturity level, really getting the sense that you kind of have a life figured out. Like you look back and you're like, whoa, I used to be a mess. And now I'm at this point where I'm stable. I'm coming into the security, hence the King card. But there's definitely still some things there that you might need to take control over, to take lead over. All right, let's see what our tarot cards say about this very interesting masculine energy that's coming forward today. Okay, so we've got the Ace of Swords coming up in reverse. So I'm sensing that some of you all might have felt a little confused about this new energy you're stepping into. I'm sensing that some of you might be pretty passive, like me. Like I don't like confrontation. I'm pretty passive, and some of my collective might have those same tendencies as well. There might be an urge to maybe run away from conflict or avoid things that are tricky or really hard. And there's been a lot of mental confusion about what to do in this situation that you're currently in, needing to step forward and not really knowing how to, not really know if you're going to be respected. With this, I have a sense that there's been a lot of chaotic energy in whatever this circumstance, whatever the situation is for you. There's been a lot of uncertainty, a lot of chaos. It's almost like this scenario is just getting crazier and crazier. Like I see it as like a ball rolling down a hill, and as it's rolling, it's just picking up objects, it's just accumulating random things, random chaos. As it's going down the hill, it's just wrecking lives. So there's definitely something that's going on with this type of energy here, and of course only you know what that is for you. And what else do we need to know about this chaotic situation that is encouraging you to step into this masculine take charge energy? All right, so we've got we've got judgment reversed. So there's definitely an aspect of almost self-hatred in a way, or you've been on a mission to love yourself. You have gone through some things in your life that it's been very challenging to try to figure out how to love yourself. You've been really, really hard on yourself in the past. That's coming up very clearly. I'm definitely saying that for sure. You've been really, really judgmental about yourself. And it's almost like with this situation, it's trying to show you that you're capable of taking charge, of taking control. But it's been like a push, it's been really, really hard. It's like you sitting at the top of that water slide that goes straight down and they're about to pull the lever and you're screaming no. Like that's the energy I'm getting with this. It's like you're like, no, 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 please don't make me do this. This energy, this situation is trying to force you into making this choice and being there for yourself, like making this choice of self love, for the first time in a really, really long time. And I'm definitely seeing very clearly that that's why you're going through this situation. The universe is trying to give you an opportunity to advocate for yourself, to love yourself in whatever the situation is for you. You've also, with the judgment reversed, you've definitely been ignoring that inner call, this inner voice that's telling you, you shouldn't let people say these things to you. You shouldn't let them treat you this way. There's an aspect of just ignoring that. I'm sensing for a lot of you, this might actually come from your childhood as well. Being in an unhealthy situation as a child, an unhealthy environment where you were never really allowed to speak up at all. Like you felt very silenced during this time, and I'm so sorry about that. That's awful, and it definitely like lingers into your adult life too. Because if you feel like no one is hearing you as a child, then you're a lot less likely to actually step forward as an adult with an opinion and coming forward with a mindset that might be a whole lot better and a whole lot more compassionate and more loving than these ideas that this other person has. But because the other person has more willpower than you, they're definitely like stomping out your flame, is the interpretation I'm getting. Two of Wands. So I feel like you've been planning for a while to leave this situation. There's this energy coming forward of trying to get out of this situation, trying to run away. And this might have been the way that you dealt with this in the past, is just trying to run as fast as you can. You're trying to get out. This situation, you felt that it's not good for you. You know that there's weird energy here and you want nothing to do with it. And so this is like you know how people have like fight or flight. You are a flighter. You're not a fighter. You want to get out, and I am very much the same way. So you're running from whatever emotions this is bringing up for you. What else about this energy do we need to know? I really feel like this is coming from a past version of yourself. Oh my goodness. Right as I said that, I pulled the death card reverse. So there's this clinging on to this stuff that's like rotting. There's something that's not good for you, some belief system, some interpretation of a situation, some trauma, something that you went through in these previous versions of yourself that you're like holding on to for dear life. Like I said, you're on top of that water slide and he's about to push the button and you're just screaming no. There's this aspect of not wanting to go through this change. And I'm sensing for some of you that change might be like a big threat to you. And of course it is for all of us, right? Change is always comes across in our nervous system as threatening, as like a big threat. But for you, I see this as magnified even more so. Yeah, fear of change coming forward, this aspect of decay. It's almost like you would rather stay in that situation and rot than actually be moved into a fresh situation and blossom because of the fear of change. It's just that fear of stepping forward and actually changing your environment. Okay, so we've got Five of Wands at the very bottom of the deck. Absolutely. This card has been coming forward so much recently because it's a reminder to us that this situation is a mental situation. Even though it's taking place in our tangible and physical reality, this is a fight internally in your inner state of being. With the Five of Wands coming forward, it's also a sign that this fight isn't really as big of a deal as you're making it out to be. Of course, it's going to be scary to change. Of course, it's going to be scary to move on and into that, next path, into your next situation. Leaving this thing behind is going to be terrifying. But what's on the other side is so, so powerful and so aligned for you. So this card is definitely showing that you're avoiding this conflict, and you're really willing. You're respecting people too much that shouldn't deserve that respect. They don't need that respect. And of course, I'm not saying to disrespect anyone, right? But I feel like you're giving energy to maybe some people that don't need that energy, that are maybe taking your energy, sucking your energy in a very unhealthy way with this situation that I'm seeing. And I usually see these situations as like a work situation, because that's what I have to compare it to in previous things that I've went through. But it could be any sort of situation. You know what this is for you. It could be like a family thing. It could be work. It could be friends. It could be a very toxic person in your life, a relationship with someone that you've been holding on to for a really long period of time, and it's breaking down, but you're afraid to take that next step forward. Ace of Pentacles in the reverse position. We've got a lot of reversed cards coming forward, and this is just because of the imbalance in that energy you're feeling. Whenever we need to change, whenever the water is flowing, it cleanses, right? It's when the water stays still that it collects bacteria and it becomes stagnant and it becomes nasty. And I kind of feel like you've been feeling that you need to jump into the current, that you need to flow for a long period of time, but you're choosing to stay in that spot in the river that is very stagnant. And it's getting gross, and it's getting to the point where you're noticing it. You're noticing like, oh, this is having a really bad impact on my health and my well-being, in my nervous system. I really need to get out. But it's like letting go and just allowing yourself to flow down the river, because you can't see what's around the corner, right? So that's freaking terrifying. But letting go is like the hardest thing for you. And fear is so close to excitement. Like they almost feel the same. So what I do in these situations is I try to turn that fear into excitement. Like if I feel that fear, I'll just repeat like a mantra and be like, wow, I'm so excited for this next step. I don't know what's coming. And that's terrifying, but it's so freaking exciting. So just have something prepped in your head that you can tell yourself to really change and evolve that emotion and like transmute that negative emotion into something positive. I really feel like with the Ace of Pentacles in reverse that if you don't let go at this point and take that next step, then you might miss some blessings that are on their way to you. So you've been holding on for so long. At this point, I'm really afraid that you might miss something special if you don't take that step and let go. Yeah, and miss chance is definitely what I'm feeling with this card. Seven of Swords on the bottom of the deck now. So this deals with trickery, with deception, with maybe things that were stolen from you. With this, I'm sensing that, of course, with the swords, we have thought patterns coming up. And I'm sensing that this person, this situation that has been sucking your energy, has really been able to bend your mind to their will and focus your thoughts on them, in a sense that it takes away from your divine power, because our imagination, our mindset is our divine power and how we create. And if someone is stealing these thoughts and stealing your mental energy away from you, then it's really going to keep you stuck. So that's really what I'm getting with this. Let's see, what can you expect? Just to give a little insight, once you let go and you're floating down the river and you're completely vulnerable, what can we expect to come from around the corner? Knight of Wands coming forward. So this fearlessness, action, and adventure coming forward for you. I feel like with the Knight of Wands, we have this fire aspect, right? We have the Wands, which is passion. There's going to be a messenger that comes your way. As soon as you let go, there's going to be this fear, and then all of a sudden, someone's going to come into your path and is going to bring you something, this spark of joy, this spark of passion, this alignment that you've been searching for, something fun to occupy your mind, to get your mind away from, dwelling on this negative situation. Someone's going to come into your path and bring you something really, really special, like a gift. Like, here you are. This is something that's going to lead you into your next step. So you're only going to be on your own for a very short period of time. And I'm sensing, like, I'm seeing someone holding on to the edge and they let go. And that second when you let go is the only second that you're going to feel alone and feel fearful. And right after that, you're going to have this person come right in and just scoop you up and help you and help guide you. So there's a really positive influence that is coming forward from this aspect of letting go. All right, what can you expect after that? What's coming forward after that time? Okay, so Ten of Wands. You definitely are reflecting back. You're definitely feeling the burden of this situation. You're looking at it from an outside perspective at this point, so you're able to heal and able to reflect. Also, with the Ten of Wands, we have an element of accomplishment that's coming forward. So you're at this point, you're reflecting on this situation that happened to you, and you're really healing your nervous system, is what I'm seeing. You're looking back and saying, wow, this is everything I did. This is the fruits of my labor, right? Like leaving this situation is offering me so much, and it's allowing me to take like a 30,000 foot step back and look down and see how far I've come out of this situation, what this is teaching me, right? So this is a perspective of applying what you've learned for your next step. All right, so let's see what else is coming forward with this. So far we've had you're reflecting, you're applying this knowledge, and you have this person coming forward to help guide you down this path. Oh, all right. We just had the Ace of Cups fly out. That's awesome, and I love this card. It's beautiful. So there's definitely this emotional healing that is coming forward with this. This newfound spirituality as well. This newfound connection to your inner state of being. And then we also have the High Priestess that flipped forward as well. So this is confirmation about that. I feel like this situation has really segregated you and disconnected you from yourself and from this inner state of knowingness that you are enough, that you are loved, that you are being guided, you're being watched, you're being taken care of, that your guides, God, fill in the blank, whatever that is for you, has been leading you down a divine path and where you're meant to be. And this situation has shielded that from you. Like it's made you feel very isolated. It's made you feel completely alone. It's like the clouds blocking the sun. It doesn't mean that the sun isn't there for you, right? It just means that you can't see it at this certain period in time. So with this situation moving and you letting go and uncovering this sunlight, this joy, this love, this self love, again, you're really connecting to these inner aspects of yourself. You're healing those inner aspects of yourself. And with the High Priestess coming forward, it's also offering you new knowledge that you need as you go forward in your new life. So it's going to reveal things at the perfect time. And that's a big one with the High Priestess that I see coming forward is once you let go and you take the step, the High Priestess is going to reveal the right information right when you need it, not a second before and not a second later. So, with this, there's an element of trusting the process and letting go every single second. And once you did that first let go, right, into the unknown, then every other consecutive letting go is going to be so much easier for you. And it's just going to be like a natural part of the process. And it's going to get easier because you're going to heal your emotional state as well. You're going to be more balanced. You're not going to be as fear driven, and you're going to be able to see clearly what is happening and feel completely loved, feel healed, feel taken care of by your guides, by the people in your life that care about you. So this is really good news, and this is just that confirmation for you that what you're going through now, you can overcome it. And once you let go and once you allow the synchronicities to start falling into place, that High Priestess feminine energy coming in, then it's really, really going to help and really going to guide you on your next step in emotional healing. So at the very beginning, just going back to our oracle cards, we had that the king coming forward and taking the lead. And I was saying how interesting it was to get this masculine energy coming forward. But we also got a lot of reverse cards. So this is just interesting looking at the reading as a whole, because it's really like with the king coming forward, it was really allowing us to take good and bad aspects of this masculine energy, right? The good aspect of the masculine energy that we needed to take into consideration was actually taking the lead and making a decision in this situation that you're in. But the bad aspect of this masculine energy coming in was definitely this oppressive feeling that the situation is giving you, this feeling of being stuck, this feeling that you don't have your own authenticity, that you're being silenced. And so there's definitely pros and cons to this masculine energy coming forward. And so your challenge with this is really taking the lead in utilizing the positive aspects of the masculine energy, but also blending it with the high priestess and the feminine aspects of the feminine energy of this divinity, this right brain state, right? To perfectly balance and harmonize the two so that you can walk in an emotionally, with the Ace of Cups, an emotionally healed and centered place. So, with that, I hope that helped you all today. And I love you all very, very much. I will be thinking about you with this journey that you have, this collective that's here, whoever resonated with this. You're in my thoughts. And Benny loves you. I love you. And I'll see you on the next one. Bye bye.